Okay, so this will hopefully help you to do the little task on the true or false questions. On there you've got a variety of questions, and you might have something like this, and you have to decide, is this true or has someone made a mistake? Is it false? So remember, you've got all of your rules here, your exponential rules. They should be somewhere on your piece of paper in your book on one page, and we just have to check and we see if it works. So if we take, and you have to give the answer for this, so if we take the original question, what you should do is do it yourself and see that it works. So we go, well, how do we do this question? We have to find one of these rules that it matches. Now I think it's this one here, and it will also in a minute be that one as well, because this rule is telling us everything in the bracket is going to get this power, which means that it should be 3 squared, and then it's going to be x to the 4, and that's going to get the power as well. So now we check, is 3 squared equal to 9? I agree with that. And over here, when you've got a power to a power, do we add them? So check the rule. So it says here, no, you don't add. You actually have to times them. Because remember, this is saying this is x to the 4 squared, which means it's x to the 4 times x to the 4. And when we're timesing by the same base, we add the powers, and 4 plus 4 is 8. So they're wrong there with the 6. So you would write down here that therefore, so that this one was false, we can put a little false there, and you've got your answer. And that's all you need to do for each of the questions. And obviously if it's correct, then that's okay. And you say it's true, but again, you still have to give the answer and you're working out. Some of them will be a bit tricky, but put down as much information as you can, and hopefully that will help you. So we can do the first two together, so everybody wins a prize. So 2 to the minus 4 equals minus 16. So we'll pop that down over here. 2 to the minus 4 equals minus 16. So is this correct or is it false? Is it true or is it false? So once again, we'll start with the left-hand side. Okay, and we go, what rule over here helps us do that? And something with a negative power, here it is here. What does that say? It says to get rid of the negative power, you put it downstairs. So this now becomes 1 over 2, and notice the power becomes positive. So this is now 1 over 16. And you have to ask yourself, where is 1 over 16 the same as that? It's not. Okay, where people might be confused is if I was to write this now using this rule, right, 1 over something, this would be 16 to the negative 1. And that's very different to this, okay? 1/16 doesn't equal minus 16. So we'd say that's false. And we've got our working out here. Okay, the next one here, x to the 0. Go back to our work over here, and we've got x to the power of 0. They're saying it's 0. We look up our rules, and it says very clearly that x to the 0 is 1. So again, we can say this is false because, right, put a little cross out. I don't even like writing that. Let's put a is not equal to. So it's x to the 1 because that's a basic rule. And in fact, I think once you've done some of these questions, we can go back. If it is false, we can actually go back and put a line that means does not equal, because I don't like saying something that isn't true. All right. Now, don't be convinced that every single question now that we're going to do over here is false. Some of them are in fact true. I mean, I'm looking at this one here. Not to give the game away, but that looks like it might be a good one. Anyway, so some are true, some are false. You have to prove them either way. And once again, take a picture of that and upload it to Daymap. Thank you.